Well, good morning, sunshines, again. You guys, not often do I do 2 good morning sunshines in one day. So spectacular. As today, Memorial Day, so hopefully you watched my last one. It was a minute long, and then I got picked up. So now I'm doing it again, and here we are at the club. Sorry about that. Good morning, Raina. How are you? Good morning, Misty. Happy Memorial Day. It is 8 o'clock on the dot, except for not at all, because it's way after 8 o'clock. We'll get into that in a second. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Lindsay. Good morning, Rachel. You guys can probably see where this is going already. It's not like I'm so tricky, but I think I am. Good morning, Amanda. All right, you guys. Jump on, say good morning, sunshines. Audrey, I know you're the drill. Are you gonna come work out with me this morning? Good morning, Molly. You should come work out too. Okay, so do your good morning, sunshine, or your hashtag GMS, and then tell me something that you are thankful for. Good morning, Alicia. Thanks for joining us. We are doing our miracle morning together, like we do Monday through Fridays, right? First, we do our good morning sunshine. Then we do share one of our gratitudes. And you guys remember, a key piece of this is you guys sharing as well. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Celeste. I have some new faces on here. It must be Memorial Day. Y'all are off. You're like, I can actually jump on, and she's doing too. What's happening? She's nuts. So I am obviously today, you guys, giving thanks for all of our military that's out there, our veterans, our active, everybody who's done such an incredible, given such an incredible piece of them to serve our country. And it's crazy because some of you might be like me, disconnected from that because it's so far from what my ability to do is. I think each one of us has our strengths and has our space in the world of where we're able to give back. And I just can't imagine what these men and women go through to keep us in our state of freedom and safe, and just to be there for us. So thank you. Giving so much gratitude to every single one of you, and every single one of you who has someone or knows someone in your family, friends, right? Because it also takes you as a piece of their community to support them on that avenue that they're going. So good morning, Margaret. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Stephanie. What are you thankful for today on Good Morning Sunshine? We go through our savers every week, you guys. Silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. It's part of a powerful miracle morning routine taught by Elrod. Dude, Hal came up with my story yesterday, and he's got this huge gash across his face, and I never just follow his page. I follow the Miracle Morning page. I'm like, dude, Hal, what'd you do? I think maybe fighting? I don't know. Good fighting, not bad. Good morning, Patty. How are you? Maybe some of you guys know. Okay, and then so on Mondays, we like to focus on our silence and our meditation. So if you have something that you do for your silence, your meditation, your peacefulness, your quiet, your clear, your calm, share with us, because a lot of you, good morning, Todd, end up reading each other's comments and learning from one another. And that's what it's all about, right? Learning from each other and our experiences, and being able to bring our community close together through that. So let's talk about your gas tank today. Here's me this morning, you guys. I get up and it's Memorial Day, so we're I gotta go get the ice for the club. I'm at the club on Mondays, but we're let's grab a couple groceries because we're gonna do a barbecue impromptu. Why not? Why would you not just celebrate, right? So we're going through and doing this stuff, and we get back to the house. I'm like, John, I'm just gonna hop in the Challenger real quick. I'll bring the ice instead of switching cars because it was just quicker, and I was, we were running like crazy just trying to get all that done. All right, so there's my situation, right? So I pop in the Challenger and start going, and the gas tank says low, not even 35 miles left, or kind of the warning sign. It's just on that red low, where you have no freaking clue what that means. Okay, so let me ask the question first. All right, do you guys fill up your gas tank? And I truthfully want to know, do you fill up your gas tank? Generally speaking, are you one of the ones that when it gets to half tank, you pull into a gas station and you fill it back up to full tank, right? Or are you a quarter tanker? Or are you empty? Or are you the one that rides the line? It's I just wait till it's on low, and then I hope that I coast right into a gas station each time, right? So here I am, and I don't know, I honestly have no freaking clue when I was driving that car last, because I have Quincy all the time, when it went low, but I'm okay, well, there's no gas station between here or there, so I'm just going for it. So then I'm literally driving, and I'm thinking to myself, perfect good morning sunshine. I'm curious what people do 20 miles before. So she's got an exact system. Good morning, Erica, Dea, Amanda. so I'm thinking I'm gonna talk about when do you fill your gas tank. So I go over my Good Morning Sunshines every morning before I jump on, right? So I'm thinking about it, I'm going whatever, and I turn on Highway 7, and it's a Challenger. Like, it's fun to just accelerate when you get onto the highway. So I accelerate like I normally do, and like it gets pretty fast, pretty quick, and then it just starts slowing down, and I'm like, oh shit. I already forgot, I've been in the car for 4 minutes, okay, maybe 10. I already forgot that the tank is almost empty. And by the way, when the tank's empty, not almost empty, like empty, you don't gun it. That's not part of your driving technique, you guys. That's not right. There's a point to this. I mean, there's multiple points, but whatever. Okay, so like I'm like slowing down. I'm like, shit. I'm like, okay, so like let me just like let off the gas, see if I have a little bit more. Like how most can I get to the actual gas station? Not happening. Next dirt road, I pull over, and the car actually, like, it's pretty smart, so it shuts down. It won't let you do anything. Like the gas, like bing, ding, ding, ding. Like, you need gas, you idiot. Like, what are you doing? Cars have to have gas to run, right? So then I'm sitting there. This is when I did my first Good Morning Sunshine. I called John. I'm like, dude, I have to be at the club in 6 minutes. Where are you at? He has to get a gas tank, bring it, fill it up. Okay, I have not ran out of gas for like 15 years. I remember the last time was when I was going to a play in Boulder, and I was like literally, I almost coasted in the gas station, but I was like 100 yards, like a football field away. And I'm like, oh, so close. All right. So I'm seeing all your answers, right? Gaslight lady, it comes on, you go right away. 20 miles, you go in. I haven't seen very many half full. And there's a lot of people that I know that are half full, so they go and fill it up. So here's the thing about the gas tank. It's not just your gas tank, right? Good morning, Lori. It's also what we do in our lives, especially with your personal self-care. So what I learned this morning, you guys, is when you let your tank get completely empty, like not partially empty, not half empty, but when you let it get completely empty, it's a little bit more challenging to get going. Right? Instead of just pulling into a gas station, filling up and being on my way, now I have to call somebody. They have to have it. Thank goodness we just have gas cans filled up at our house, right? But they have to bring that to me or take a gas can, go to a gas station, fill it up, come over, or you have to walk your butt to a gas station, buy a gas tank, walk back with the gas. Like, it's not easy to fill up your gas tank when you let it get so empty, right? It presents a lot more challenges. And that's fine and dandy when it comes to gas, because hopefully most of you guys aren't sitting on the side of the road like I was this morning because you're smarter than me, right? But what about with your life? What about, especially with your personal care routine? And I think that most of us innately start to fill up our tanks, our emotional, our health, all these different tanks. When they start to run like a little bit lower, we start to see, or like maybe we're most like, maybe it's like quarter tankers, where it's like you really take care of yourself, right? Like you're doing really well, you're doing your exercise all the time, right? And then you exercise a little bit less, and a little bit less, and a little bit less. And you guys notice how like when you do it less, it's easy to do less, right? So pretty soon you're at like that quarter tank and you're like, crap, I was doing 6 days a week. Now I'm at like 2 walks a week. I need to pick it back up. And you fill up your mental capacity. You're like, I'm going again. And you get yourself back to the top and you work at that level for a while before you like get down, right? That's an example of how this works in our life. It could be the same thing with your taking care of your health, like nutritionally, where you're on point, you're doing great, you're doing incredible, and then Memorial Day weekend comes and all the graduation parties, and you have a little bit more crappy food and a little bit more crappy food, and your body's feeling a little bit less, good, a little bit less, and then you're kind of starting to feel ugh. So you wake up the next morning, maybe it's tomorrow morning, or maybe it's this morning, you're gonna come work out with me at 9, right? And you're like, okay, I can't do this. Like I need to have my tank filled back up, and you bring it back to the top and you start over, right? And maybe it's your emotional tank. Maybe it's your happy tank. Where you notice like you're in such a great mood, you're smiling, you're ambitious, you're doing your gratitudes, you're doing your miracle morning routine, you're on it, and something slips away. And I know because you guys all write to me about this, right? You're doing great emotionally and something happens where you're like, I didn't check in for a couple months. I didn't watch Miracle Morning. I didn't check into my personal development. I stopped listening to my Audible that I had. I stopped listening to my personal development videos or YouTube. And literally, you guys, it's crazy with your emotional state, your body, that personal development, the professional development, whatever you want to call it, right? When you fill your tank every single day, It's easy to run smooth. When you fill your tank every single day with good nutrition, with good health, with good positivity, with good mindset, with your miracle morning routine, good morning, Sunshine Keith, it's easy for you to keep pressing the gas and bolting. You can gun it. You can let that baby rip, right? But when one day passes, it's easy for another day to pass, and it's easier for another day to pass, and pretty soon, you're not even looking at your gas gauge anymore. You almost forget that the gas gauge is there. And this is your emotional gauge, right? And you're kind of like, why am I not running as smooth right now? Why am I not gunning as hard? Why are things a little bit ho-hum difficult compared to last week when I was charged, I was fueled, I was ready to go, right? So there's an example that comes to this. Good morning, Gentry. Good morning, Tara. All my new sunshines that I have not met before. Good morning, Rebecca. Yes, did I run out of gas this morning? Literal gas for my car? Absolutely. Not a great situation, okay? Did it, yay! Oopsie daisies, life happens, whatever, right? Move on, figure it out, get to where you need to get. But in your life, when you're looking at your personal tank and I mean all of your personal care, your mind, your body, your health, your nutrition, your fitness, your mindset, your attitude, when you look at all of that, right, it takes continuous fulfillment in order for you to keep feeling recharged and running and going. And here's the last piece of it, you guys. When you let your tank get completely empty, when you let it run dry, be aware now that it's gonna be freaking hard to fill that tank back up. It's not as easy. If right now, if today you're like, you know what, I'm feeling a little bit, good morning, Melissa, I'm feeling a little bit less recharged than normal. I'm feeling a little bit less healthy than normal. I feel a little bit less comfortable in my clothes than normal. I feel a little bit not sadder, but just not as exuberant as normal. And you recognize that today's your day to fill your tank. Today's the day to make a change, to do something, to put some more back in there, refuel yourself so that you don't keep running lower and lower and lower and lower and lower until your ass is empty, right? Because at that point, you don't just get to go run in and fill it up real quick. Now you have to reset all your habits. Now you have to call your husband and have him bring you the freaking gas tank to fill up that he has to go get and all that stuff, right? So moral of the story today. First of all, thank you for joining me on Memorial Day. I appreciate you all. Second of all, if you want to work out and recharge your booty, we're working out at 9. I don't even know what time it is. Whatever. It's probably 8:15 because I started right on time. Third of all, if you're looking at action from today's video, because we always look at action coming out of it. Good morning, Tamika. How are you, my dear? Then my encouragement for you is to fill your tank up before it even gets half empty. That'd be ridiculous if it was a gas tank. It really would. But maybe my gas tank, that should be a new policy. Half empty, you're there, fill it up anyways, right? Your emotional tank, your personal tank, fill it up when it's down a quarter tank. Don't wait till it's empty because it's going to be so freaking hard. And even though it might be a pain in the ass, I have to pull in the gas station, I have to fill up, I didn't even want to right now. That's easier than sitting on the side of the road. An emotional side of the road. You guys got me? You with me? Okay, Caleb, good morning. If you are committed today, you are committing to, number one, check your gauges, okay? Check your gauges. Where is your tank right now today? And look at your mindset tank, okay? Your mental health tank. Where is it at? Where's your physical health tank right now? All right, so you can see, and you can look at other ones. You can look at your relationship health tank. You can look at your professional success tank. You can look at all of those tanks. But first, pick a couple of those. I really want you to do your mental and your physical health, all right? Look at the tank and how full is it? Where's your gauge at compared to all the way full, feeling recharged, freaking unbelievable, exuberant, amazing, loving life? That's full, okay? To ho-hum, that's empty, all right? See where your tank's at. And then start putting some fuel in. Okay, give yourself a little bit of fuel. Okay, so committed to check your gauges. That's what Amanda just wrote. If you are committed, write that you're committed, because you can think I'm committed and you're gonna get off this video and you're gonna go away and you're not gonna do anything. Saying the words I'm committed makes a difference, okay? And it's not a lot of time on your way where you're driving to your next place or your barbecue. Just think about it for a second. Where am I emotionally? Where am I physically? How am I doing right now? And can I do a couple things, a couple steps to put some fuel back in? Christiana, good morning, sunshine. Okay, you guys, thank you for joining me right on time today and also a wee bit late. because I ran out of gas. And I love you all. Have a happy Memorial Day. Thank you again for all of our veterans in our current servers right now. Appreciate every single one of you guys out there. Love your beautiful faces. I'm going to go get my workout on at the club.